Can AI fit your irons or your driver better or just as good as any club fitter? Now, about 3 or 4 months ago, I got fitted for the Hot Metal Pro by Mizuno with a Nippon 105 gram stiff shaft. To be honest, never loved them. I found them I found the shaft very boardy, very hard to get sort of the height that I wanted and any sort of stopping power into the greens. And the other thing that really frustrated me was it was always taxing on my lower back. I've always had a lower back injury. So fast forward to a few weeks ago, I had also tried out the Hot Metal with the Nippon Neo 85 gram shaft and really liked that. That's actually the shaft that I demoed before I got fitted. So that was only in regular flex. So I did a whole heap of hitting balls on the GCQUAD, punched in the numbers, and then asked AI using those numbers from the quad what shaft it recommended for me. And it came out with the KBS to a light, which is 95 grams in reg flex, believe it or not. So to see whether I was on the right path, what I did was I went down to the range and I took all 3 7-irons with me. I hit probably about, 100 balls rotating between, I think it was pretty much 30, 30, 30, and then I had another 10 that I just weeded out that were really bad shots. So I'm gonna go through the details with you in a minute, but I've ended up with the KBS to a light shaft in the Hot Metal head, and they're all in nice black, which is pretty cool. And one thing, yesterday I actually had my best round in 2 years, so I think that's something for me personally, is a proving point that these shafts were the right ones. Now I'm going to go and get the laptop out and we can go through the numbers and have a look at that. Alright, be back in a sec. Okay, let's go through the numbers. Let's crunch these numbers out. So using the GCQUAD, I got the data that I needed. And I'm going to put the glasses on again at that age where I need them. So comparing these 2 7-irons, the AI fitted 7-iron, let's call it, and the Mizuno fitted 7-iron, the carry distance for the KBS Tour, so the AI shaft, 135.6 versus the fitted shaft, the NS Pro, 133.5. Ball speed, KBS Tour came in at 107.1 versus 105, so that's in miles per hour, so slightly more ball speed with the KBS Tour Light, the AI shaft. Club speed 79.1 versus 77.4, so the lighter shaft is letting me swing the club 2 miles an hour faster. Smash factor both came in at 1.29, and launch angle identical really, 20.7 for the KBS Tour Light, the AI shaft, versus the fitted shaft at 20.6. There's nothing in that. If we look at the dispersion chart just popping up on screen, in the white is the KBS Tour Light, much tighter grouping, versus this, what's on this called this 6-iron on screen is actually the NS Pro 7-iron in the purple. You can see there's quite a bit of difference between, let's say, the poorer hits in terms of range of the spray. So it's hands down really the not the NS Pro, the KBS Tour Light is much tighter in grouping in terms of distance from the shortest to the longest hit, and in terms of width as well. So for me, I'm pretty happy with choosing AI. I'm not saying to ignore club fitters at all, but this was an experiment that has seemed to pay off for me, and I'm doing the same thing with my driver right now, with driver shaft, sorry. So I'm going through several different driver shafts and putting in the data, seeing what happens, and yeah, I'm going to get a new driver shaft because the one I've got fitted into as well, and again, I'm not having a crack at club fitters, but I think if someone is older and someone has an injury, like for me, I've herniated discs in my back several times, I need a club that I can swing often and a lot, and that's not going to tax me physically. So yeah, I need more time on the golf course without worrying about getting injured. Anyway, I'm going to leave it right there, and I'll see you next time. See ya.